This is Chapter 5, Part C-1, Shadows of Surfaces. So let's begin by drawing the hexagon of a side 3 centimeters. We'll go to Draw Polygon, Side, inscribe 3. Okay. Since the question, it is mentioned that the hexagon is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP, so we'll see a hexagon in the elevation, whereas in plan we'll be seeing it as a straight line. Okay, and it is mentioned that it is placed at a distance of 10 centimeter from VP. So let us draw the projection lines. To draw the shadow of this, we will begin by drawing a light ray from the base of the object ED, which is this point, at an angle of 45 degrees, right, from here as well as here. Okay, such that it intersects the ground line. Now we notice that the points AB and ED will share the same points in the plan. So the light rays going from there will be same. And since the object is placed on the ground plane, the shadow starts from the object itself. So now to plot the shadow of the points A and B, let us start by drawing the light ray in 45 degrees from B and from A. So tab 45. Alright. So now the light rays from AB in elevation cut the ground plane first, and the light rays from plan cut the ground plane later. So we draw the verticals down from the intersection point of the light rays such that it intersects with other light rays. Okay, so let me delete these orthographic lines that we had drawn to transfer the points so that the plan is a little cleaner. Okay, so these intersection points are A and B. Similarly, let us find where F and C lie. 45. So from C, 45. Okay. So from C and from F, both in plan and as well as in elevation. So we see that the light rays that are going from plan cut the ground plane later, whereas those coming from elevation cut it earlier or intersect earlier. So let's draw the verticals down from here. Okay, so now we have the points. I'll just mark them for your reference. So point F coming down here meets this. Point C coming down here marks this. Similarly, B and A, right? So A and B are in one straight line, F and C are in other straight line, E and D are on the base. So now joining them in the shadow, the object sits on the base or on the horizontal plane. So the shadow starts from the base of the object. From E goes to F, up to A, then to B, down towards C, back to D. So you need not draw this line since the object is in plan. Okay, so this is how the hexagon casts a shadow on the horizontal plane. So we have completed the first one. Let's look at the second question, which reads: a semicircle of 4 centimeter radius parallel to the vertical plane, perpendicular to the horizontal plane, and at a distance of 4 centimeters from vertical plane. Okay, so let's draw that. So now we have drawn the semicircle in elevation as well as plan, divided it into 8 parts, projected the line points onto the plan. Okay, so from here to draw the shadow, let's start from 1 by drawing the 45-degree light ray in plan as well as in elevation. So this one should come down, so I have to mention minus 45, so it reaches here. Okay, so we see that the light ray in elevation intersects the ground plane first, so we draw the vertical down. So now you're familiar with the process, we just go on repeating the same for all the points, right? 2, I'll just copy this from 2 to 3 and this as well as this. Okay, so then find where is 2 intersecting 2, so this is hitting exact the midpoint, so the line will come exactly above this. So line 3 comes down here and the line comes up from here, so this hits the ground line first. So we got 0 is on the base, 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here. So let's see where is 4. Tab 45. So here we see a peculiar situation where the light ray from the plan as well as from the elevation, right? So from the plan and from the elevation intersect exactly onto the ground line. So that is where the point will be. No drawing verticals here. Okay. So next let's draw the light ray from plan for point 5. degrees. Seems like okay. So again we get this point, we draw the line down. So we use the point 6, 45, then this line minus 45. So then 7 comes here, sorry 6 comes here. Then we draw a light ray from 7 minus 45. So since the light ray coming down from 5 and 7 are overlapping, the light ray from 5, right, and 7 are overlapping, so the point where it intersects this will be the same. So now we'll draw this 45 degrees from the plan. Will be different, but in elevation it will be the same light ray. So we'll use this same vertical that we used for 5 to intersect with 7. Okay, so now let's go on marking the points. So 1 comes here, 2, you remember that it was on the midpoint, so 2. So 3 is this, 4 was exactly on the ground plane, 4, right? So this was 5, this was 6, and 7, since it was overlapping, it's the same vertical, comes down, 7 comes up here. Yeah, so this will be 7. So I messed up 6. So this will be 6, right? So light ray coming in from 6, light ray coming in from 6. So this is the intersection. So this is for 7. So now let's join them as a curve, starting from the base point 0, going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and looping back to 8, right? So this is our shadow of the arc.